up, YouTube family? Hold on, this camera angle sucks. I hope that's a little bit better, but what's up, YouTube family? It's your boy Dread back for another video. It's been a minute, been going through a lot of things, trying to sort out a lot of things, so I do apologize for not keeping up with my regularly programmed schedule, which is trying to get out at least one video a week or one every 2 weeks. So I think it's been about a month since the last video, so either which way, just want to say what's up. We're back at the garage. I'm currently working on the GLI, and I'll try and fill you guys in while I fight with my GLI right now, because my GLI don't like me. Actually, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm working on, because it might actually be important depending on whether or not you own a GLI yourself. Actually, not even just if you own a GLI. If you own a GTI too, this would be really important. But this only applies for my DSG. I think this only applies for my guys that are running DSGs. If you're not running a DSG, or if you don't know what DSG is, then it doesn't really matter. So first things first, gotta show y'all. Like I said, we working on the GLI today. Bing boom, or whatever. We still got the Miata in the garage. Old engine on the ground, new engine getting built over there. I actually want to give y'all an update on that. And then obviously we got my E60, which has been going through the ringer. Nothing to do with the car itself, more like me being an irresponsible owner of the car. So, there's that. But first things first, like I said, let's get back to the GLI. And then obviously I'm at headquarters. First things first, if you own a GLI and you have a DSG, I'm not sure if this applies to the manuals because it's been a minute since I've been. Any DSG GLI, this is strictly for Mark 6s. I don't know about anybody else, but for the Mark 6 GTIs and GLIs, if you are DSG, I cannot speak for the manuals because I'm not sure if the manuals have it. I don't remember. This right here is the hose that comes off of your, I'm gonna show you guys. Oh, sorry. There we go. So you have your oil cooler over here, your transmission oil cooler. It has these, these two lines, input and output. And I guess my output side, it broke. Obviously I took off this hose right here to get better access, but this right here was cracked. Apparently Volkswagen and Audi don't make it anymore. I'm trying to find the crack for you guys. Oh, here it is, boom. So right here was cracked. This car is over 10 years old, or 2024. And what the heck? People be calling me, man. I can't even get my videos recorded. All right, there we go. But yeah, this is cracked, and Volkswagen has a rule that if the car is more than 10 years old, they don't make the parts anymore. So for some reason, Volkswagen or Audi had this part for me. So instead, what I had to do was I had to go to your local parts store. For some of you guys, that'll be O'Reilly. For some of you, that's Advanced. Other guys, it's AutoZone. I went to AutoZone, and I had to buy this. I bought a foot long worth of 2 feet actually worth of, I think this is 5/8 hose, right? And I cut it to size. I did 2 of them just to get some different dimensions and different fittings to replace this hose so that I can go back to driving my GLI, because currently I can't drive my GLI because it was leaking coolant everywhere. I was trying to strong arm it for a month. It did not work. The hose actually cracked even more. So instead, like I said, I'm playing around, not playing around, but I'm trying to, Pop said if it's okay. My friend is texting me, I'll get back to him. I'm trying to see if I can just do a custom, not a custom hose, even though it is going to be technically custom because I made it, but I'm just trying to see if I can use a generic hose to get my GLI back on the road until I can find a part out GLI that needs the same thing. And in my case, it has to be a DSG, because apparently, and it also depends on what year DSG too. Like, I don't understand that. But apparently not every DSG is the same, which I wish you would think I would know that, but I didn't. So some DSGs use a completely different hose setup. Luckily for me, I can go ahead and do this kind of cockamamie fix. God forgive me, but this cockamamie fix to get my car back on the road. Because I miss doing pulls in my GLI. I miss driving my GLI. Anybody that has a car and pays for it likes to drive their car, and unfortunately, due to these weird ass circumstances with this hose, I have not been able to really drive my GLI, at least not as fun as I want to, because like I said, it was leaking coolant. That was the I guess that was like, I knew it was leaking, but it was like, it got to a point where it was just like literally about to explode. So to prevent bigger y'all know what I'm trying to say, catastrophes or catastrophic failures, you know, I just stopped driving the car. I thought, you know, that would make sense. Anybody with sense, you know, your car have a problem, you have to stop driving. But you know, sometimes I don't listen that well. And right now, this hose don't like me. I don't know why the hose don't like me, but the hose that carries the water, for all you guys that are immature and gonna talk about hose not liking me, we're not even gonna get into that. But yeah, for some reason, this hose, this can't even say fastener because a fastener would not apply. But yeah, I'm fighting with trying to get this hose because there's no bends in this hose that I bought. It's pinching in certain areas and I don't like that. I'm trying to see if there's a way that I can alleviate that, because the last thing I want is to have this hose pinch and pinched and then it blow up again. But like I said, this is only a temporary fix because I can't even move the car out the garage right now due to the fact that, you know, it's leaking coolant. So yeah, try a thing, man. Try a thing. Just try to see with me, you know. That is even worse. I definitely do not like this. I would like to show y'all what it is I'm actually doing, but because I don't have like no fancy camera setup, I usually record off of my phone and stuff. It's like I can't show y'all the headache that you know what, hold on. So just so y'all can see where I'm going. So like I said, you can see right here, obviously this thing bent up. That's not good. That's not gonna give me proper flow. It's gonna cause bigger issues. So I have to sort that out. And that's what I'm trying to do. So I mean, I try to figure out that, you know, y'all gonna stay tuned. But let me tell y'all what's been going on. Oh, hold up. Before I even continue on the GLI, I want to show y'all something. For all you guys that were wondering about the Miata, if you don't know, I got this guy, this client of mine that the client was recommended to me, and he wanted to do an engine swap on his Miata, so that's what I've currently been doing for the last month or two. I don't think it's necessarily a big job. It's just that it is a big job, but I haven't had the full time I haven't had the freedom of time to fully focus on it. I've had other jobs I've had to do, so I wasn't able to knock it out in the time span that I wanted. So first we're gonna go over, once again, this is Mr. Astro's Miata. It's a really nice car. Or I'll find that out once I get the chance to drive it. I've never driven this car before. I'm not even sure if I don't remember if I've even driven a Miata, but this car came to me with the engine blown. So guess what? I could not, I think my tenant is trying to, or the tenant that shares the garage with me is trying to start their car and can't figure it out. But either which way, there we go. But yeah, when the car came here, the engine was already blown. It was seized. It wasn't working. And I've been disassembling it. I threw the valve cover on top of it, but let me show you guys what the real problem was. And guys, if you've never heard me say this before, I'm gonna keep saying it because I know I have said it. Stay up on maintenance, because if you don't, this shit will happen. Oh my God, this damn camera seal. So look at this crap right here. Homie blew out cylinder number 1. Piston number 1 flew out of the block. Yeah, look at that. Big hole, big gaping hole on cylinder 1. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't do your oil changes, or you start leaking oil and you keep driving your car and you don't want to pay the mechanic $2-3 grand to fix whatever's wrong. And now guess what? Instead of $2-3 grand to fix the problem, and sometimes it's not even that expensive. Now my homeboy here, he had to buy another motor. He had to buy all the gaskets, accessories. He got to pay me to install this, to remove, disassemble, upgrade, reinstall. Yeah, reinstall or reassemble his motor, then reinstall the motor itself into the car. On top of draining the coolant, refilling the coolant, draining AC, refilling AC, draining oil, refilling oil, because you got to put fresh oil in the car. Full tune up. Also got to do, you see the transmissions here? I got to do clutch, flywheel, rear main seal, all of that, because some people, not saying this is Astro in this case, his story's a little different, but if you've done this, it could lead to this. If you don't stay on top of maintenance, when something's wrong with your car, stop, drive the blood clot car. When a bumper oil don't listen to the man. Stop, drive for them broken vehicle. Once again, my GLI, I got lucky. Once I realized the hose was leaking, I eased up on how much driving I did, but I was still driving it because due to a situation, I really didn't want to drive my E60, and I drove the GLI. And then guess what? It cost me. The hose fully blew up, as I showed y'all, the little crack, something. Now I got to put another hose in it. But if I would have kept driving, I would have overheated my motor. I would have did a whole bunch of stuff I wasn't supposed to do. I mean, I like them kind of conversation. So I went back to driving my beautiful E60, and that's what I've been driving until I sort out this little ras hole here. So just want to know, maintenance is important. I don't care. Yes, I think you should get a second opinion. No, you should not listen to just one mechanic unless you've known that mechanic for years and you trust him. But when I need to stop and say, oh, I can't afford it, or oh, not right now, or oh, how long can it last? No, fix the bumper clot. Fix it. Fix it. Because if you don't fix it, guess what happens? More bullshit. Forgive me for cursing, but it's the truth. Because only time people listen is when you curse upon them and you get explicit and vulgar. If you don't get explicit and vulgar, people don't listen. Oh, you know what, sir? I think you should lay off the car. You know, the car might break. Yo, motherfucker, if you don't stop drive this bitch gonna break. It's gonna cost you millions of dollars. And that's when people say, oh shit, millions. It's gonna break the motherfucker. Oh, no, no, no. When you tell them nicely, it's like, you ain't make it sound that big of a deal. No, your bumper clock go break, your wallet go broke, all kind of thing. So, you know, like I said, I got my E60, my MK6, the E60 I run, the MK6 I get fixed, and then this bumper oil right here, so I have to learn him lesson, because now look, watch this, man. All this work I have to do. Cams, I did everything. I don't think I did not do on this motor. The only thing I haven't done on the new motor, let me just switch over for you. The only thing I have not done on this new motor, and don't pay attention to the dirty oil underneath. The only thing I have not done, which actually is coming in, is the valves. But I have not touched anything inside the block. I have not touched any connecting rods. I haven't. I did some work at the bottom of the oil pan, you know, because I had to swap out the oil pan because this is not exactly the exact same motor as that one. Comes from a different car, so I had to, you know, switch out the oil pan to fit. But other than that, I'm doing cam. If you weren't paying attention, hold up. Upgraded cam. The stock cam is coming off. I just did this to mock up and make sure things are good. I got some upgraded cams. That's box 1. I believe box 2 is in the E60. We got cams to do. My man said, yo, since he's doing cams, he gonna do springs too. This is just for me to market. So I'm gonna do valve springs on this. You know what I'm saying? Oil filter housing, brand new. Water pump, brand new. You understand what I'm saying? Oil pan, brand new. Timing is gonna get done, obviously, because we took off the cans. What we doing? Putting new timing chain, new timing guides, all of that going. New oil, new everything. But when I can avoid that, if I want a bumper clot, listen. Stop fuck up people car. Yeah, I think, yo, check this out. I like this right here. What y'all think? I think this would make a perfect, what them call it? Thumbnail. I think this would make a nice thumbnail. Me, motor, car. Yeah, you know what? Let me figure out, is there a way to, yo, when I'm watching this part of the video, me I screenshot it, bumper clot, and use it. I like this. Nice. You know what? Hold on. Is there a way for, I don't know how these things work, man. Yeah, if you know me, just figure out how to, yeah, I think this is a better way to do it. Bam! There goes my thumbnail. I think I stand still long enough. But yeah, I like that, man. And then, you know, I'm gonna get my fresh line up. Yeah, them like it. But yeah, let's get back to the GLI and figure out. I know this hose is gonna hose the pressure, but I just don't like this kink that it has to go through. But yeah, when a bumper clock don't listen. So y'all see what it is now. My boy Astro got that blown up piston shit. And I like it. my favorite thing to say is my boy, my boy, my boy, because I feel like everybody is family. I feel like everybody helps you succeed and move up in life, and I don't really like, I either say customers are friend or my bedroom or this, that, or the third, because I feel like anybody that's helping you achieve your dream, them deserve a little, them deserve oblige in terms of labels and titles. Like, this man could have went to anybody. First of all, this man is coming all the way down from, I don't even know how far in blood clot CT him I come from, but I think this man lived farther than my boy Bodies do. You understand what I'm saying? He traveled farther than Bodies do. So if you can leave from another state to come to me for work on for your vehicle, I think Sammy can call you my bedroom. I mean, I know, because enough man that live in a Bronx and live in a Mount Vernon, shit, all man will live upon my block don't even come to me to get their cars worked on. You understand what I'm saying? Man, them just live next door. Gal, them just live next door. Uncles, aunts, neighbors live next door. Shit, I got uncles and aunts. Family, raise, change diaper, all them kind of something. And for them vehicle don't come to me for get any kind of work. But then you have a man like Mr. Astro here, who say, yo, me here say you do good work, I want to take a chance upon you. You mind do an engine swap and an engine build pan for my car? Yeah man, bring it, we can manage. I'm gonna tell you the truth, I've never done it the kind of swap that you want. I've never done it on the car that you want. But if you're going to put your faith and trust in me, Mr. Astro, guess what? We're gonna make this bomber clock work. So guess what? The bomber clock for work. This raw sword for start up. It for rev, it for turn around, it for impress the pretty girl them. And this man better be impressing girls with this car, because for the amount of work me I do, if this man telling me, say, because I don't know if he's gonna win any events. I'm not sure if he's gonna win any, because this is a drift car, by the way. The Miata is a drift car, so y'all gonna see some drift content between my E60, my E90, and that soon. Speaking of which, we're gonna talk about the E90 at some point as well. But yeah, man, Mr. Astro says that is a drift car, and I'm not putting no turbo on it right now. I'm not doing no superchargers, just a slightly bigger engine, slightly bigger displacement. But I don't know if it's gonna win any drift events. I also don't know how well Astro is at driving, so I don't want to talk out nothing. But I do know that when I'm done with that, if he can't do a standing burnout and go and impress two gal and try to teeth them draws, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Because what's the point of having a fun car if you can't show it off every now and then? Especially all you BMW, sorry, let me rephrase that. All you all-wheel drive B58, S58, non-skilled drivers with all-wheel drive. Yeah, in case you didn't know, I don't like all-wheel drive BMWs, and the only all-wheel drive BMWs I like are the trucks. But for all of you F80, G80, F30, whatever them chassis codes are nowadays that don't make no blasted sense either, all you slow guys that the only thing want to know for do is launch control, and even during launch on straight line when I still crash and total on a car, no shade being thrown, but enough cars I done seen totaled out now, I think I can say it. If your name is not top-notch driver, if your name ain't Stig, you know, once again, people know who I am and I'm not referring to, and I'm not trying to call out nobody, I'm not trying to diss nobody, I'm just talking my truth. If you are not a driver, please, please, please stop driving so hard, stop driving so reckless, or leave certain things to hell alone. I'm tired of hearing about, I don't want to say my bedroom because I don't know them, but I'm tired of hearing about youths that look like me, that live in my area, getting into some binds and situations in hospitals because, you know, them car look overpowered and them soup it up even more, and then they driving like they don't know the rules and regulations of, not the road, I'm not talking about street laws, I'm talking about, like, when I say street laws, I'm not talking about the government laws them, I'm talking about like the driving laws of, yo, if you do this dumb crap right here, the car's gonna react like this, and you need to be prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? Enough man think say, yo, this speed thing and this driving thing is just a joke. It's not a joke. I learned that long time from all kinds of family members, all kind of mentors. Like, bro, driving does kill you, bro. And it's not the speed that kills you. It's really and truly what kills everybody, whether you're on a motorcycle, you're in a car, any motorized vehicle, right? You know what kills you is not knowing how to react when something bad happens. Like, people get squeamish, people get scared, people don't have the experience to counterlock the steering wheel, come off the gas, step in the gas, downshift, whatever the case may be. Want to just see the car lose control, the bike losing control, and want to just say, all right, God, let me come to you today. Today is my day to return home. And I'm sorry, as much as I love my job, God don't need to see me right now. You need to see me in church. You don't need to see me at the pearly white gates. So, once again, me know, I drive slow car fast, not fast car slow. Or do I drive fast car like me not have no blood clot sense? Because I have my sense. My mother don't want to be in the funeral. My mother can't shit. My mom don't want to pay for the funeral. We can't afford it. So, you know something? I learned to drive my car the way it's supposed to be driven. I learned to operate and handle for my car the way I'm supposed to. And guess what? Hopefully my mom will never ever have to hear upon any form of news or broadcast say, yo, tonight on the 12 o'clock news, we have let's go with my E60. We have a silver BMW from 2004, currently smashed to smithereens. Reports say the driver was driving at 100 miles an hour and lost control through Turnpike 4. You will never hear that shit. You know what you will hear? Mommy, forgive me, but you know what you will motherfucking hear? Tonight on the 12 o'clock news, cops are chasing young Christopher Gibson. Sorry, I'm going to put out my name there. If you don't know my name, fuck you. Young Chris Gibson is speeding down the road in his 2004 BMW E60. Oh my God, there's a turn coming. Is he slowing down? No, oh my God, did he just kick that bitch and throw it sideways? Cops cannot keep up with this gentleman. And that's what you're going to hear. Honest, like, you're not going to hear that I crashed my car. If you hear that I crashed my car, bro, yo, stop following me. Stop everything. Because if I crash my car, especially on the street, and it's not that somebody ran into me on tonight's news, we see young gentleman has crashed his vehicle. No other cars were involved. He just lost control. Like, any day you hear me have that kind of report, like, hey guys, I lost control of my car. Do me a favor. Stop following me. And you want to know why I want you to stop following me? I want you to stop following me because that's what's going to take. That's how I'm going to learn my lesson. When I realize that there's a consequence, when anybody learns that there's a consequences and that people do not promote stupid failure. We're not talking about regular failure. We're talking about stupid, irresponsible failure. People stop doing dumb shit. And that's why some of y'all favorite peoples out there, especially in the car scene, once again, I ain't going to call out no names, but we know who I'm referring to. Yada, yada, yada. We talking about stock this. We're talking about know something this. We're talking about this, and this. When you guys stop supporting some of the dumber things that they do, along with just anybody that's doing dumber stuff and not learning that there are consequences or that they need to spend a little bit more time behind the wheel and less time on the gram and on YouTube, I promise you, we'll see a lot of shit stop happening. We'll stop seeing cops talking about now they shutting down car meets. Things of that nature. But once again, I ain't perfect. I'm just as stupid, but I'm gonna spend more time on my driving skills and not on my car. And after I've conquered my driving skill in the car the way it came, I'll then move up. And guess what? You will never see my car on the news, on Instagram, crashed, burnt, totaled.